Tomorrow the fate of the trade wind will be decided, but while it is here, we need to figure it out. You know what? With this twist on the generator. Here. This is it? That's what needs to be done. To understand what is actually here. Why is it so long? Let's start with this. Here, I shot the facade. If tomorrow it is decided to keep it for ourselves, then we are going to re-register. If the decision is made to sell, it goes on sale tomorrow. That's it. So, in principle, the car is normal, it goes. Quite a good ride. Shake the front suspension, shake the hood, these are all the wires. It is desirable, of course, to change the oil-removing caps. And everything will be a bun. Will go. The body doesn't care. Another problem with the clutch. Perhaps it needs to be pumped, but I do not know how. From here, you can pump him into one. By the way. And what about the brake? There is also a twist on the twist. Let's see if it's there at all. It's also dirty. She's dirty, look. It is clear why the transmissions do not turn on well. But how? As you explained to me. How did the dirt end up in GAR? In the brake. Damn, and probably there's dirty slime in the antifreeze. Let's take a look. Oh, I forgot that the engine was turned off recently. Questions? Ugh, not a stink. Is this foam from the treatment leaked? It's not like an emulsion, right? Not an emulsion, right? If it's an emulsion, let's let it stand that way. And you know what we're going to do now? There is a sure way to check. My surefire way. We take a napkin. If it's an emulsion, then it's bad. Oh, how bad it will be. Well, it doesn't seem like much, right? Yes, no, like norms. It seems clean. Now. No, the oil doesn't stink. It doesn't stink of burning. I won't taste it. There are other people for that. Yes, no, like norms. It looks clean. It seemed. It's visible when I cover. I don't understand. Well, like at a minimum, right? Come on, take a look. Yes, at a minimum. It will be possible to buy a liter and check it. Pour it to the maximum and check what it is. Where's the puddle? I need a puddle. Damn, it was raining just now, there were puddles. And not to check. So, it's not mine. Oh, I found a puddle. But he's going to give me an oil divorce anyway. So, let's look. Well, there is a small oil divorce. That's how I check. Everything at all. Spit in a puddle, and you will understand whether you can drink or not. Fig's nose. Yes. Well, the retard. It's kind of creepy. Take a closer look. It's kind of clean, but it's obvious that it's dirty. The brake does not go away, so the clutch goes away. This is how the brake is pumped, I do not know. It's like the GTC we have, right? Pumped. The tube goes down, and it goes GTC, yes. No, I can't pump into one, I don't need to. I really hope that you will vote for the sale of this car. I have more. I have 19 more cars. I want to check it all out. Oil seal, bitch, snot out of the box. And there is no oil level on the box. Here's pumping the clutch. The clutch. The clutch. Diction is out of the chat. Damn, he's lying right here. It will clamp it down. This is it? This plus would be nice to redo. I have a terminal, but it's not. It's aluminum. I don't even have a brick here to try pumping the clutch. Okay, let's decide with this twist, and the rest will happen later. I do not know how to change the liquid without changing. So I don't want to climb into the gar, but there are 2 liters of oil and a tank. Well, if you climb, then not today. Yeah, come on. Oil filter. It doesn't leak. Take a look. I'll take a look at the installation. But my oil drips only here. And this is our drill tank. The return is dry. Acceptance is also dry, it seems. So it's dripping and standing. Okay, twists is waiting for me. You know, I'm not really good at electrics, but in my opinion, some kind of stupidity has been committed here. Right here is the obvious stupidity. Don't you think that? Well, how would it be possible to avoid this at least? Why is this done here? I don't know, 1 Eldar is not enough for them. On these. Oh well, it's still like this. Maybe we'll fix the generator now. But you need to unscrew, clean the terminal here. But this is of course. Damn, well, this is sir. What? Why? Why? There is a question. Lots of questions. And why is such a thin blue wire coming out of the braid? It's not clear. I don't want to deal with him. We connect and check. And we clean the terminals here. Well, of course, I'll leave this as souvenirs in the trunk. And this is it? Explain to me why this blue wire goes to the wing of the horns, right? Fuck him. But why is there a tag hanging here? And why is it hanging on the plus with a black wire? It's not clear. By the way, the oil sensor, which? An oil sensor and a sensor that is responsible for the oil temperature. We do not see the oil temperature, respectively. The sensor is dead. And what is this? Ah, that's fine. And this is it? Sensor or idling valve. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the 6th twist has 6 bare places. Cool. I'll clean it, try to insulate it, but I don't know what the result will be. Probably disgusting. Okay, I'm already throwing too much, but nevertheless. But this is sir. It was done by some, well, crooked-armed people. How about me? Explain how. That's why. To what? I don't know. I don't have an answer to this question. And here, well, almost everything is like that, under the hood. Everything becomes more or less clear. The terminal is not native, Prisrtaya. Here are the native nuts. Accordingly, they are very poorly pressed. It was twisted firm above with this nut from Chermet. I just cleaned the terminal, it was already oxidized too. Now let's try to find the washers in the trunk, of which there are quite a lot, and bring the whole thing back. There's a second nut the same. I don't know, is she blinking? We need to take a quick look on the internet now. It either blinks, or it will need to be clamped between them. Yes. Yeah. Well, there is some confidence that it will work. I'm also worried about this negative terminal here. Where did it come from? Where did it lead? It's not clear. Now let's try to figure it out. But here, as if nothing sticks out in the access zone. Nothing sticks out. The clutch would be pumped, of course. Okay, fuck it. What is this? Ah, that's it? Condi never seemed to be here. Apparently this is Gur. It's a pump. Well, yes, Condi was not here in this configuration. But there were the same configurations with 2 engines and even, in my opinion, with a 2.5-liter 5-cylinder. With Condi. With all amenities. Including electric mirrors and a hatch. There are no words, there are just no words. By the way, this thing is new, this cooling tea. But I don't know if it makes sense. Well, at least it's not rotten here. By the way, the sensor is more or less new along the way. The temperature is meant. The dimmer seems to be showing itself well, but it starts to smoke at idle. Most likely it is still an oil-removing device. When it warms up completely, it smokes on idle. The oil is leaking. Now we will train everything. I'm like the smartest person. I took everything out of the car, stuffed it into the trunk. Everything is lying around like this, and how would there be some washers, but where to look for them? Definitely not here. There seems to be something here. Maybe I found one. The key, just a Soviet key, which will survive this posed as well. In short, most likely the washers are all there. Of course I'll look in here. Oh, I'm lucky. No, no luck. Bad luck. And what do we have there? The head. Well, to the bottom. I managed to fuck up a freshly found washer, damn it. This happens too. Now let's try without a generator. He doesn't even blink a light bulb. The generator says it's not there. Oh, the clutch is over. Yes, the clutch. The clutch is at the very bottom. There are not that many washers. It now needs to be cleaned with a file. Now try to shit, but I don't have gangs anymore. None at all. Any houses, copper, aluminum. And there's none here. Well, we'll use what we have. We have a stream going on at the same time. We go in and see what we're doing. I cleaned the nuts, washers. Where's the nut? Here. The washer and this nut. Now we're going to smear it with the same tire grease, because I don't have any other grease for contacts. Not prepared, let's say, blue duct tape, the twist has already been installed, almost the staff. We twist it, check it. The twist is wound up. Everything is in place. Of course it's hanging out, we'll clean it up now. Let's remove the chat and stream. And let's try to start. So, the lamp is not missing. The battery is dead. Shooting. There's a polygon somewhere. So we have a boost. It's also some kind of now name, but it works. I've already used it today. 84%. 83. Quickly. Of course they shoot there. I have a friend who works at the landfill. Well, today he has a day off. He could have stopped by to burn. Come on. Interesting. Very interesting. Beauty. In general, there is some kind of problem with the starter, with the wires. There's a problem out there somewhere. But I don't want to go there to decide anything. And so it seems. Fuck knows how good the generator is. Let's try again. You need to turn off the booster. We need to turn off the booster. So let's say yes. 75. Today it was 100%, but the booster is not that expensive. Let's check it out. Yes, the booster is not that expensive. That's it, let's see. That's why it's so fast, since the charge consumes. Well, -1 twist, which I'm sure of. I'm not sure. I'm sure. In short, it doesn't matter. What's next? We need to deal with this clem here. Somehow I reeled off a twist with 6 brakes. Fixed it here. A little confirmed the battery. Let's check how it starts. I hope the phone doesn't crash. I wouldn't like to, you know. Change the screen to all 3 again. Here it is. Problems. Problems with the starter. Somewhere there is a beautiful twist leading to the starter. Maybe there she is. Oh, I see. Everything is clear. We have a wire coming off. You need to press it with pliers. They clamp the terminal. Let's try it. Yes. So, this is Bendix most likely. You need to hit with a hammer. Come on. Clearly, but the battery does not go out. Now it's going out, but it's clear that more electricity has gone. Perhaps the generator is finished. There's an old generator lying there. Perhaps better than this, because this one has already been restored, son. There is not a single nut here. I don't want to do this. In the process the car is not mine. Well, I mean, there is no decision that I'm taking it for myself, or still selling it. If I sell, I don't care. I won't even change the gear tank. Let them bother with it themselves, with oil, with mountain and so on. If leaving, then well, you already know that. We will fake everything here so that everything works. We are dealing with the starter clamp. Pressed the starter terminal, straight sat down clearly. And you can't just take it out. Checking it out. And one more time. Well, this is Bentix. Great. Well, I'm thinking for today, saying don't finish. Everything more or less works. We'll deal with the valve later. I'm sick of it all. Let's go. We're going home. Eat, sleep. He still smokes the infection a little. Smokes and smells. After all, the oil-removing caps need to be changed. But I don't know. It's such a secret. You need to take off your head. Naturally, the belt, tags, and so on. To throw off the head, to sort it out completely, to discuss it. I did this once on a Rover, on a 16-valve. There are 8 valves here. On a 6-valve Rover, a Honda motor was warmed on his head, and he was hooked into the fuel and energy complex, but not into the detector. They're troubles. Who is interested in Googling Rover 1 and 8 motor? The beginning of the 2000th. So, it was an ass. And there was practically nothing to find on the Rover. I had to put oil-removing caps from some other motor. But he began to drive better and did not eat oil. In general, we finish, we go home. That's enough. So, the temperature has risen for us. The fan does not turn on. But it turned on. I've already panicked. It doesn't rise above 90 at all, but here it's already 100. And why? There was no such bullshit before. It was me who threw off the chip from the temperature sensor. Yes, well, who knows what's going on? According to tradition, we write. I'll try to correct it. Smokes. Something is rubbing there somewhere. So let's look. But it seems to be holding steady. There's some kind of ooze here. It's smoking, bitch. But now he is. Ugh. Gives the wrong mixture. The slurry has leaked, I hope condensate. I really hope so. And let's check the antifreeze. What can we have with antifreeze? Neat. By the way, the pressure relief cap may be faulty. It's scary. It's scary. Very scary. We don't know what it is. Come on. In. But it's not an emulsion. Come on. And if we do this trick, it's probably all going to go over the top now, right? This is the starter. So here we are, please. This is already a battery. The fan immediately turned on. It didn't give me anything. Okay, we twist it, but not that tightly. And we look. We observe further. Will the temperature rise? Let's go. We will go with a completely firm Kukum hatch. The last time I drove a BMW like that. And it was cool. So if you have a hatch, rejoice. Because some people can't have a hatch. Maybe not. I wish I could talk more. Well, we stand waiting, looking at the temperature. No, the car is definitely getting better, but some nuances come up. So it would be cool, of course, to ride it for a certain amount of time, but I don't have any insurance. And it's not registered to me. It would be possible to take insurance, but the owner at any time. The hostess can remove it from the register. So, what's down there? I didn't even drip oil, it's amazing. Although it may have dripped a couple of times, but it was washed away because it was raining. We look. Okay, we'll keep an eye on this case. Today, I can never get home for an hour and a half. But twists are straight. Our twists are all right. The fan turned on. We have to go home. Tin, what can I say? He's coming? The hatch is a nice bonus. But the front suspension is not that present. 50 kilometers, almost 2,000 revolutions. Damn, from the front to the left, it feels like something is rattling. It can rattle by the way in the trunk. Okay, it's coming. This is already a victory. Of course, for me personally, this is a very dangerous car. No, the front suspension is not that there is anything left. Okay, let's go to the house. We draw conclusions, we go to the house. 90. A little less, a little more. And very scary, very scary. The oil pressure sensor also started yelling. That's not cool. Perhaps the engine is very bad. You need to get up somewhere now and look at it with oil in general. Maybe he's not there. Listen, well, the engine is going, it's going, I like it. But I don't really like the oil sensor, something that starts screaming. And on the back. Not just at idle, when there is definitely not enough pressure, but at revs. on revs when there is pressure. Let's get up somewhere and see what's the matter. So he drove off. A picture's place, let's say. Drove off a picture's place. Smokes, but do not give the condensate to look further. So, the light needs to be extinguished just in case of fire. I wonder how much temperature we have. Damn it. 100 degrees. She did not rise above 90. It looks like we have a problem with the motor after all. Antifreeze has reached the maximum. Yes. No, it doesn't seem to be knocking. The motor doesn't seem to be knocking. He stopped smoking. That's what. We're going to drown out now. Now we will turn off and wait for 10 minutes until the oil level can be measured. Because it's impossible to see anything right now. But this condensate is all out, unless it's antifreeze, of course. Went out, evaporated, meaning. That's it, we're waiting, watching. Damn, the car is cool. But there are just an incredible number of problems with it. It is possible that the sensor is lying, because the top did not change, the bottom did not change. And it doesn't show the temperature. There may be a wiring malfunction, maybe. Yes, anything is possible here. But the antifreeze does not go away. This pleases. And the temperature is confident. Look. Twist on twist. Literally. Twist up to the temperature sensor. Damn, everything's hotter. Okay, we wait about 10 minutes, then we decide what to do. I almost got home so. But the views here are doubtful, of course. So, let's summarize. The motors seem to be there, but there is no motor, which is not cool. It turns out we have a Schrödinger motor. What could it be? Sensors can lie in the light, wiring in the light. There are enough cases with wiring on the forum. The oil pump can be like no big deal. Well, or the motor on the table in the end. What are your thoughts on this? Write in the comments. What to do next? If I drive it tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow, if the situation does not change, you can buy a high-pressure sensor for 300 rubles because the low-pressure sensor is changed. I understand that if at the speed of 2.5 to 3,000, what happens is that the oil bulb sensor and the beeper signal speaker, call it what you want, starts yelling like it's not in itself, then it may be a faulty high-pressure sensor. In general, I'm going to read about everything now. But this somewhat overshadows the picture, you know. Even the hatch does not brighten up the situation. Well, the right front wheel hums when braking. And the brakes are not pressed. Well, this issue is solvable. That's what to do with the motor, I do not know. I don't know at all. It's a shame, of course, that the wheelbarrow was not followed at all. Well, he still eats a little oil. I drove a little bit, but it feels like if you sink it properly, the exhaust stinks of burnt oil. Well, all right. I'll see you when I see you, and I'll think about it for now.